Jason Brooks, KCBS.
Just how fast is Xfinity Internet with supersonic Wi-Fi? Well, it's really fast, like beyond gig speed fast. It has 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once. That way the whole family can game, stream, or work all at the same time. Now that's power. Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box. All for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer, restrictions apply, requires paperless billing and auto pay. New gigabit extra internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of wireless usage. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Requires compatible Xfinity gateway.
Who wants to talk about low testosterone and ED? How about impotence? Anyone? Of course not. But guys, it's time we had an open conversation about it. This is not just an old guy's problem, and it doesn't have to be a problem at all. I get it, it's not a fun combo, but neither is unnecessary suffering. Dr. Robert Rowley from Prime Male Medical. They have helped thousands of clients in the Bay Area.
We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in treatments for ED and low T, and we have a 99% success rate. We offer a variety of treatments, including high-dose sublingual lozenges, ultrasound-based shockwave therapy, and injectable therapy. Most impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
Get your first visit, PSA and testosterone test, ultrasound, and a full year of follow-up. Learn more at PrimeMaleMedical.com or call 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037.
Chris Cuomo is back with a new show on a new network. Cuomo premieres on News Nation tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific. To find News Nation on your television provider, go to .com/join us.
KCBS News Time is 8:28. Dave Fox is in your local Honda dealers traffic center. Starting us off on the Richmond Bridge.
Yeah, we're starting to see some slowing, and the first reports of a crash westbound, top of the incline. 4 cars said to be involved, and the right lane is blocked. Emergency crews just heading out to the spot, but we do see the slowing in the Chilton Auto Body collision cam. It is backed up on the incline, and well, traffic getting to the toll plaza was already slow and go from Casper Street to get worse. Eastbound 80 before San Pablo Dam Road, overnight overturned big rig. The 2 right lanes remain blocked from the 2A wheels. Hopefully we'll get it cleared in the next hour or so, but for the time being, traffic backed up towards Cutting Boulevard, westbound slow and go from Highway 4. Bay Bridge Toll Plaza backed up just from the 880 overcrossing right now as the metering lights, of course, are on. Southbound 880 in Hayward in the backup from an earlier stalled box truck. Have an injury crash being reported at Industrial. Motorcycle involved, the right of the middle lane, so traffic bumper to bumper from Highway 92, and then once you get past that, residual slowing from that box truck from Union City into Fremont. On the peninsula, northbound 101 slows through the 92 interchange. That'll continue on into Burlingame. Your next traffic updates at 8 later. KCBS.
Thank you, Dave. Sunny and mild today after morning clouds. Cloudy tonight with some patchy coastal fog. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
John Henry with the Henry Union Square Hotel in downtown San Francisco. Feeling blue? Trip to see the Blue Danube? Cute song, but take a canoe, the airfare will make you blue in the face. Thinking of Elvis and Blue Hawaii and want to visit the islands? Check out the cost for a room, rental car, plane ticket. You may have to swim over. Plus, have you ever eaten poi? I have 2 words for you, Play-Doh. Come to the city as I have a blue experience you'll love. It's the popular Blue Stem Brasserie, great food, unique cocktails, and if you miss Hawaii, get their Honolulu hangover dessert. It'll Another way to cure the blues is to book the KCBS package at the Hamlery. You'll get a deluxe room with parking, 10% off a city tour with Big Bus, 10% off a bay cruise with 20% off at Cafe Mason, steps from the hotel. Call now, 800-995-HUSH. That's 800-995-HUSH, and leave the blues at home.
News that matters to you around the Bay, around the world. All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Coming up on KCBS, a jobs program at San Quentin offers inmates a fresh chance on the outside. I'm Margie Schaefer.
CBS News special report. Southwest Florida 5 days after Hurricane Ian blasted ashore. 164,000 individuals have applied for FEMA individual assistance. And that number will likely grow. Kevin Guthrie is Florida's Emergency Management Director. We still have nearly 621,000 that remain without power. And he says the goal is to get the lights back on in places where structure is still standing by Sunday. David Harold runs an aid effort on Pine Island where there was damage to homes.
We've had people wandering around the streets, and we were able to get out there then, get them on the rescues, and get them on helicopters.
FEMA has told people who stayed behind there to leave now because of destruction. President Biden will see the Florida damage on Wednesday. Today, it's Puerto Rico for him, which took a wallop last month from Hurricane Fiona.
I'm in Puerto Rico because they haven't been taken very good care of.
President on his way there now. CBS News Special Report. I'm Steve Nathan.
KCBS News Time is 8:32. San Quentin is famous for being the oldest prison in California, but what you might not know is about is a program. It's called The Last Mile, and it helps incarcerated individuals get tech jobs once they get out. KCBS's Lisa Chan explains.
Isaiah Love grew up in Berkeley. In 2007, he got involved in the justice system when he was 22 years old.
28 years for robbery. 8 years for those 4 robberies and 20 years in gun enhancements. 28 years, I'm like, okay, my life is over. I looked at that as like pretty much a life sentence.
Then his mom told him about The Last Mile. Sydney Heller is the executive director.
The Last Mile is a non that focuses on in-prison technical boot camps and reentry services for our graduates after they're released.
In 2018, Isaiah was transferred to San Quentin, and he immediately applied to be in the...
You put the application in, you work the politics of trying to get in, you know, like I just found out a way, like, be creative and stand out.
The Last Mile also provides support once program participants are released. They collaborate with tech companies to build pipelines to employment which look like apprenticeships. Isaiah was recommended for early release after serving 13 years and returned home in December of 2020.
One of the things they do, they have you, they put you in their Slack channel, so now you're connected. The media community, I can go to that Slack channel and get anything. I can find employment, I can find, if I build my business, I can find clientele. It's a network, right?
Paid internship at a tech company and was offered a full-time job after that.
I didn't always know or think that, you know, when I was in telling him that I would get out and still have these relationships and be building these relationships. So that's like a beautiful experience for me. Like, I love that part of it. So I can almost call them like a second family, to be honest with you.
1,000 students have completed the Last Mile program. 400 of them have returned home. And of those, 85% were employed within 6 months. Isaiah is proud.
I feel blessed, I feel grateful, and to be honest, I am enjoying the ride.
Lisa Chan, KCBS.
You can watch this story and see the Last Mile program in action on the KCBS Radio YouTube page. There's pain at the pump again in the Bay Area, where the average price for a gallon of regular is $5.53, but some stations are selling it for much, much more. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub visited one such location in Marin County, where drivers say prices are out of control.
The cost $6.79, $1 higher per gallon than a month ago.
Not impacting my life exactly, but it's still horrible.
I think they're astronomical and killing us all economically.
This pocketbook doesn't it hurt? I mean, it makes you conscientious about getting in your car and going anywhere.
After reaching record highs last spring, gas prices nationwide and in the Bay Area cooled over the summer. Energy industry experts say prices have risen again because 2 major California refineries have been powered down for yearly maintenance and has had reduced production because of electricity problems. Kendall Coleman works with companies in the renewable energy realm. She says high gas prices may help accelerate change.
And it now allows us the opportunity to look at other ways of powering our lives, right? Through wind, through solar, through hydroelectric.
And she says increasing sales of electric vehicles. In the North Bay, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
KCBS.
News sponsored by Pacific Coast Termite, KCBS. Stay close. We'll be checking back for a look at traffic with Dave Fowkes in 2 minutes.
Jamie's log. Progressive. The Harrington's backyard. Day 4, 2:18 a.m. I've been camping outside the Harrington house for 4 days now, proving that Progressive has 24/7 protection. Mr. Harrington says I don't need to do this, since Progressive protects 24/7 is a pretty easy concept to grasp, but I'm going to stay and prove my point. Besides, there's a big tree branch over the roof, and I think it's planning something.
Progressive doesn't just offer a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection, just not literally from Jamie. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Termites, maybe not really on your mind. Maybe you've been putting off calling even though you know you have an infestation. Termite swarming season is here. The impact that those little devils have could seriously damage your home. This is Joe Starkey. Pacific Coast Termite has already been to my home, and I'm telling you, we needed it. And not only did we need it, we found out places we needed it we didn't even think we needed it. It was an amazing experience, and I can't tell you how valuable it has been to my family and our house. Pacific Coast Termite uses orange oil, no fumigation. Your pets or move out of your home for a few days. Pacific Coast Termite is a trusted company, and they've been with KCBS for many years and are A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. If you call now, you get 10% off termite treatments. They also do apartment buildings, businesses, and restaurants. Have you noticed rodents? Yikes. Pacific Coast Termite takes care of that problem, too. Call 800-PACIFIC. 800-PACIFIC. That's 800-722-4342 or PacificCoastTermite.com.
On October 8th and 9th. For more info and tickets, head to kcbsradio.com/events.
CBS News Time is 8:38. We are first for traffic. Dave Fowkes is in your local Honda dealer's traffic center. We're starting off at 880 Hayward.
We've got an injury crash here, southbound 880 before Industrial, a car and a motorcycle. Now everything's clean to the right. Starts at 92, continues past the accident because of earlier problems in the Fremont, so expect under the speed limit driving all the way down to Stevenson in Fremont. Big delays trying to get to San Rafael on the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge, westbound, top of the incline. This crash with a couple of cars in the left lane, traffic already stacked up before the toll plaza, now backing up once again towards the eastbound 80 before San Pablo Dam Road, still clean up from an earlier overturned big rig. The rig back on its wheels, but the two right lanes still blocked. Traffic backed up towards Cutting Boulevard, westbound 80 slow and go from Highway 4. The Vacaville to Fair, still slow because of earlier problems, but certainly much better than it was last an hour ago. Westbound 80 slow before 505 as you head down into Fremont. In the South Bay, we're tracking some slow traffic northbound 101 right around Hellier up towards Tully again. Slow from 286-80 up towards De La Cruz. And in Mountain View, northbound 101 at Old Middlefield Road. Looks like we've got an accident there in the center divide. Traffic is slow and go from Highway 85. The next traffic update's at 8:48 on the traffic.
Thank you, Dave. Traffic and weather together, sponsored by Chilton Autobahn. Area forecast sunny and mild today after morning clouds, highs in the 60s and 70s coastside, 70s and lower 80s inland. Tonight, cloudy with some patchy coastal fog, lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, a little bit cloudier at the coast, but mostly sunny by the bay and inland after the morning clouds. Highs just a few degrees warmer than today, 60s and 70s coastside to the mid-80s inland. Traffic and weather together on the
Welcome to the CPAP Games live from the Hayes bedroom. It's another eventful night, Bruce.
It sure is, Ron. Steve has been flailing everywhere, struggling with his CPAP.
His wife, Michelle, is as tense as a fiddle string, trying to contain her rage.
Michelle's rolling Steve over.
There he goes, and the mask is off. Oh, my, the snoring.
Michelle throws an elbow, now a shove.
As she's leaving for the couch, taking her place is the Hayes' 100-pound lab. Bask in that dog breath, Steve.
With all this struggle, it inspires.
Absolutely, Bruce. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that gives you comfortable, restful sleep with the click of a remote. That's right, a button. As you sleep, Inspire keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. There's no mask and no hose, just sleep.
Sleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
You've been in a car accident? Sheldon Auto Body is convenient Bay Area locations to help restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition.